Hey, what is up? Gonna play some Magic today, and today I think I'm going to try one of these Grixis lists that I have. Um, I really like Lutri. I think Lutri is kind of an underexplored card. I think obviously the card isn't quite at a high enough power level to justify making him a companion um, and then having all singleton. However, the card pool in Historic is large enough now that although this looks ridiculous if you're a new Magic player, a lot of these cards fulfill the same role. Opt and Brainstorm, similar roles. Removal spells, Bloodchief's Thirst, Fatal Push, Eliminate, Heartless Act, Scorching Dragonfire, Tyrant Scorn. A lot of these things do the same thing, but they give you slightly different upsides or downsides in certain situations, which can be good and bad. Usually it's a negligible difference, but for me it's also just more fun. It gives you more variety of cards to play with, which is one reason I really like Lutri decks, because I like having fun, interactive, fair Magic. So I'll go through some of the choices here. Discard's really good. Inquisition Thoughtseize, great additions to the format, super, super powerful. We're playing one Dreadhorde Arcanist just because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards to flashback. With Arcanist, with only one Arcanist in a deck, I think that's fine. This is my creature build of the deck, so I am running one Lurrus in the deck, which I think is interesting because we can buy back a bunch of creatures. Seagate Stormcaller, Glintsleeve Siphoner, Valky, Dreadhorde Arcanist, Young Pyromancer. These are powerful things to buy back. So it's kind of fun to have that combo with Lutri. Expressive Iteration, I think this card's going to start seeing more play. Super, super good 2 mana, basically draw 2 with card selection. Sorcery speed's not great, but I think this will see more play. Angus Rampage gives us an out to artifacts and planeswalkers, kind of nice. Crocs is just really good in any Grixis deck. I think most Grixis decks that are control or midrange should at least play one copy. Its cards do good not to play. Sesmore Witch, could take it or leave it, but there's a lot of instant sorceries in this deck. Looks like we're running 25 instants and sorceries, which is a lot, which is plenty. I just love the card. Super good, so I'm play for fun. Bone Crusher Giant's OP. If I could play 4 in the deck, I would. Card's amazing. Prismara Command, super fun command. Love to play it. Guide Eternal Kefnet is like busted in this deck if you can stick it and cast a few free spells. Awesome. I started out with more Planeswalkers. I've cut down quite a bit. I'm still not even sure this is correct. Like, it might be correct just to cut one of these and play like a Chandra. The only reason I even have them in the deck, even though they don't really fit the theme, is because I just like the cards. Bolus and Ral are just sweet. Magic's a game you play for fun. I want to play it. One Agadeem's Awakening. I only have one. I don't have infinite wild cards. I'm down to 5 rare, 7 mythic, so it would be nice to maybe play more than one of these to get some creatures back. I do think that my other Lutri build that's not creature-based, that's just control, is probably better because it's more consistent and is more in line with what Lutri does at instant speed. But this deck is just super fun. It gives you lots of things to do. So we're going to go ahead and give it a shot here. Again, so just to build up my own creation. I'm a super big fan of Lutri. Let's give it a shot here. This is just best of 1. I do think best of 3 is more fun to watch. However, I just like getting through as many games as possible. I want to sit down and just play a few games and get off and do other things. So let's give this a shot in best of 1 and see how it goes. I apologize for the long wait times. I'm not like that into YouTube that I'm gonna like cut out the downtime. So apologize for that. Good old bronze best of 1. Oh, I go first. This isn't even a swamp, huh? I could get on Glintsleeve on the play. It's be real solid, but I have no red, no blue. It's unfortunate. This hand's not bad. What do we put back here is the question. Can't cast Lurrus yet. But I think in general his power level is just stronger than Kroxa. I can Kroxa and cast Kroxa again. This is tough. The correct play is probably just putting back Lurrus, but the power level's so high of the card. I'm tempted just to put back Thoughtseize, but that'd be stupid. Can't do that. Turn 1, turn 2 play. Bottom Kroxa. I think we bottom Kroxa. I'm not sure if this is correct because we can't even cast Lurrus, but the power level of the card's so high, and it's just fun to play. So a lot of things I do are just for fun. So that's what we're going to do. Let's turn on Thoughtseize. This lag is crazy. I don't know what's going on here. So we're playing Selesnya Angels. Maybe either lag or I'm playing too slow, which is why they conceded, which is interesting. Which, hey, if it's either one of those things, I don't fault them at all. If you don't feel like playing a match, if it's slow or someone's taking forever, just quit and play another game. Especially when you're playing against people in best of 1 on Arena. Many of them are just like that player where they're super, super impatient. They like want to get on, they want to rattle off 3 or 4 games, either complete their objectives or rank up in the ladder and then just be done. Like they don't want to take a long time, which is funny because to me, like, that's what Magic is. Like, Magic isn't like draw out your hand, play Solitaire with your Selesnya Angels aggro deck in a linear fashion, and then destroy your opponent. And if it takes a little bit too long or it doesn't line up, you just quit. It's very silly to me. To me, this is an obvious keep. Hopefully we find some way of turning this on. But worst case scenario, we can opt and then foretell saw it coming. Can play Pyromancer on 2 as well. This hand's too strong to pass. We have no play on 1 besides opt. I don't think it matters which one we play first, because we don't have any double red cards we care about. So we're just going to play this and say go. See what they do to get more information about what we're opting for here. Probably just a land. Tapped is interesting. We are going to opt here so they don't take it. Give them 1 less choice. I don't want that. I do like Erebos' Intervention on main deck in this deck because it's our only source of meaningful life gain. And it can also exile cards from the graveyard against Phoenix and Rakdos Arcanist. Things like that. A lot of decks use the graveyard. I actually won a game specifically against one of these Sultile Ultimatum decks, specifically because I had it and they went to combo and I just ate all the stuff they could combo with and they just couldn't win anymore. We can keep up Tyrant Scorn, we can play on Pyromancer. I think we just want to make sure we can meaningfully use our mana here. If we do this turn and we don't, gosh. I'm also tempted just to foretell Behold the Multiverse though. Because they're probably just going to kill my own Pyromancer. Which I don't really want. And we really need to hit lands. Because if we miss on our land next turn, we're in huge amount of trouble. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. On the off chance our next turn comes up and we don't draw a land, we need to Behold for the land. I think that's the lesser of all the evils we're in here. Looks like maybe Jeff Hoogland's Grixis Control deck. Grixis Control Dragons. I know he plays Mindstone in the deck, which I'm not sure I'm a big fan of. We have the lands a little bit punished. We don't really have a 1 mana spell to combo with this. We could just play Sedgemoor Witch and make them deal with it. I'm not against it. Could buy Lutri. I think it's probably maybe a little early to buy Lutri. I want to get on the board. And if they... Worst case scenario, they just burn a removal spell against this or a sweeper. I'm fine with that. Again, I just want to make sure I use my mana and I'm impacting the board. So they have 5 mana here. So I can't play Bolas. Could play, I don't know what we would discard if they play the 4 mana Bolas Dragon. Maybe Tyrant Scorn. We have no way of removing it. This probably isn't doing a whole lot in that matchup. Prismari Command is interesting. Now they can Bolas. We have no counterspell. Up to 2. So we can protect against a 2-mana removal spell. Or we can just Behold the Multiverse. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Leave a Behold and Drown the Lock. Hope for the best. Or they can also counter it or Memory Lapse. Which I would not have blamed them for Memory Lapsing there. Would have been decent. One more land and we can Luris and buy something back in the same turn. Although it'll probably just eat one of their sweepers. This is best of 1, so they probably have answers for everything. Yeah, we can't do much about it. We could pick it back up, which we might do. Because I don't think this is doing a whole lot otherwise. I think we're in for it. Nah, because we can Luris. Nah, I think I'm in for it. I just want to get this card out of my hand. I didn't really think we were going to be able to drown much of anything else. Morale's good if we can play it. Well, we still have drown. Let's do the same play. Electrolyze here would be kind of bad, but we can actually counter with Drown the Lock. So they might just sack the Mind Stone. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Pay 2 mana to play the card. Don't really use it for much of anything. Use a little bit. Pay a mana, sack it, draw a card. Like, I don't know. There's a reason maybe most control decks don't play the card. It's not terrible, obviously. It's always passable, but I'm not a huge fan. I really just construct my deck a little bit differently. I'm a fan of Prismari Command. It's been looking pretty good against us here. Creating treasures I'm not always in for, though. So this we could drown, which I think we might, because I'm not sure what else we're doing with the drown. Although if we... I think we're going to let it go, actually. Can always buy it back with Luris, and this way when this goes into the graveyard, if they play Bolus or something big, we can counter it. If they do nothing, we'll just Behold. Yeah, this is fine. And if they want to kill my 1/1, that would be great. Big fan of this card. Great design, really powerful. There's nothing else in the deck, so that's interesting. I guess he can look at my deck. It's kind of fun. Okay, so I kind of feel like I have to leave up Drown the Lock, which sucks. So I might just Crocs it here and leave up Drown. I don't really want to leave my... I don't see any reason to leave my Luris exposed to getting no value out of it. Get the last card out of his hand. Glad it wasn't Memory Lapse, because I really didn't want to drop this Crocs again next turn. Gonna kill my 1/1, that's interesting. I can counter it now or not. I don't see any reason to counter it now. Could draw a counter for my counter and then I can't kill it. I almost certainly am just going to be destroying it. Maybe not though, because if I draw a land for this, I'd love to kill it that way instead. I'm going to let this resolve. Because even if I want to kill the Bone Crusher and they draw a counter and counter my Drown the Lock, it's not the end of the world. Yep, that's fine. If I can draw a land, I'm just going to Ral and kill it that way. Yeah. So we have Instants and Sorceries. 1, 2, we have 3. So we have just enough. So this could add a Prismari Command, Shock, another Bone Crusher, etc., but that's fine. We still got a 2-for-1 if that happens. So obviously we're in a pretty commanding position here, but with the Castle Lockwing going, that's pretty strong. We also have Castle in this deck, but we almost never use it because we have so much to do with our mana. That's a really good top deck. Our set's not bad at all. No, I can't draw a card off of a... Well, actually, never mind. He doesn't draw a card. Oh, he's going to get Baleful Mastery. That sucks. Use it on my turn. Yeah, but dude, now I can draw in the Locket, pal. That wasn't smart. That was not smart. Whoops. Whoopsies. Got too cute. Got too cute.
The search for the unknown. That's real science.
How greedy are we? Red, black, 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 blue. After this one, gosh, I want to just take Bolus. Okay, we're taking Bolus. We're taking Bolus. We didn't come here to not play Bolus. Let's scry. Cling to Dust is not a bad draw engine card. I think I'm in for it because I can combo with Lutri to draw 2 cards once I kill our set. I don't know what else I'm looking for. I mean, I think it's fine. And we either buy... I think we're just going to get down... Oh, we can't play Luris. Okay, in that case, we'll just buy Lutri. So there you go. They get 3-4 looks here. By looks, I mean look that many cards. Okay, they can take Luris or Lutri. Both are very powerful. I would have taken Luris if I were them. They also have a removal spell. Okay. Another look. Get another discard spell. Take Luris. Chandra's good. Chandra's real good. Definitely just going to kill Chandra. You can't cast it, bud. Deal me 2. It's not a big deal. Cling to Dust is decent. We cannot draw because of our set. Let's go ahead. Route. Ooh, Seagate Stormcaller is real good. But if we don't take him, it goes in our graveyard and we can just cast him with Luris. Is there any reason to take the land? Not really. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 mana if I take the land. That does give me black, black, black. I'd have another black so I could Bolus, kill. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the land, actually, which is kind of an interesting choice, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to Bolus, kill Chandra. Can add red, red. Does that do anything for us? Not really. We're just going to destroy Chandra. Cling to Dust on their turn. Yep. Hopefully it doesn't Prismari command me here. Ooh, that's real good. Kill my Ral or my Bolus. That's really good. I don't know if there's any 1 mana spell we're looking for here, but we'll try. I'm not really sure what I want to take, because I don't even know if they even use their graveyard for anything. Draw a card in case we hit Shock. Kill Narset. Or Bolus. It's not bad. That's a reason to wait, though, because if he gets a discard spell, he takes it. So that would have been a reason to wait. That's probably greedy of me. I was thinking maybe he could draw a counter spell, and he would like counter my Cling to Dust, which I don't know why he would have done that, so I could have just waited, but best of 1, I'm impatient, who cares? Yeah. That's interesting. I maybe would have killed Ral. Ral's debatably better. Let's see, I got punished. Oh, that hurts so bad. So bad. Jesus Christ. And Cling to Dust? Man, I don't... What in the actual effing F is happening right now? This is crazy. Alright. We got brutalized there. X or less. I don't know that we can Bloodfill Cave, so we'll take this. We're definitely Lurising. We can play Young Pyromancer. Can't draw Faithless Looting. We can get back Sedgemoor Witch and Young Pyromancer, which is decent. Might just do that. Cannot Faithless Looting. See if you can beat that. Ultimate to date. Any creature we can kill. +1 isn't a big deal. Narset doesn't do anything. Any token kills Narset. Unlocks our Faithless Looting. We can lure us anything back, which is pretty good. Probably just gonna go to this basic mountain here. I don't know why I didn't have to exile a permanent. What just happened? Takes my Lurrus. Man, this is getting absolutely fucking insane. Super unlucky this game that he's drawn no removal spells and all discard. We've lost all of our good spells. At least we got Agademes to get these back. But Lurrus, oh, that's so brutal. Jesus. You better draw or use Cling to Dust. He's going to lose both of his Planeswalkers here, and then we're in a really good position. As long as he doesn't top deck a Sweeper. He's got to find an answer to this Ral, too. This Ral is just such amazing card advantage. Still have 35 cards in deck. Ral can deck you really easily, so you got to be super careful with that. Clinging my Cling is really smart. It's a good draw engine. I like this Grixis Control deck. Like, who doesn't like Grixis Control? I don't know if you should have waited on my upkeep. You know I had no cards, because now I can cast this in response. Using the Prismari command. And in response, I'm probably going to kill his Bolus. Turn off full control. Get my tokens. If he was going to kill it, he should have just killed it. He knew I had no counterspell and no counterplay. Like, there's no benefit to casting the instant at like an instant speed. People do that way too much, where they just have to cast things at instant speed. Is there a reason to draw? Nah, because I can draw with Ral. Find something better. So let him kill my Sedgemoor, which is fine. Tiger player draws 2 cards and discards 2 cards. So I can only draw. Basically, I have to discard 2 cards, which is fine. I don't think that's a big deal. The really underutilized part of this, where you just can't draw anything. He's almost just dead on board, like, to be honest with you. God, I could just cast Valky. I think I'm going to hold this and then cast it. So he can cling to dust and draw. But that's it. So he can probably do one or the other. So you do another Cling to Dust. He can do another one, or he can draw with this. That's going to put him down on board, so he has to Cling. It's going to cost him 4 mana, so he's going to be left with 4. Find a sweeper. Sweeper would be really good, but we cast Valky. Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do to get out of this. Try to draw a discard spell here. Knowing him, he probably would sack this, draw a discard spell, take my Valky. You guys ready for it? He's not gonna win. I mean, he's literally dead on board here, but we're gonna keep having fun.
Time to choose.
We'll take this.
Time to make no mistake. I'm right.
Grixis next up, both their Cling to Dust. He could draw into a sweeper here and survive at 1. Really good game, though. Really good game. I think that'll be the only recording. 26 minutes. It's not bad. But you can see, Grixis Lutri against Grixis Control, super fun. That was a really good build of Grixis Control too. Didn't see a ton of removal spells. Really didn't need a ton of them because he discarded literally everything. But yeah, it was awesome. Really fun, really interactive game. This is the Magic I like to play. And you can see this Lutri deck, even though it's a singleton deck, it didn't feel meaningfully less powerful than their deck. A lot of our cards, while singleton, they do a lot of the same roles. You know, we have a lot of things that interact, that discard, that kill things, planeswalkers that draw cards. We have lots of choices. Lurrus, if I would have got to play him, you see how bonkers he would have been there? Recasting things. That one Agadeem's Awakening literally won us the game. So these singleton cards are all super powerful and they fulfill multiple roles. So there's not a lot of downside to them all being singletons. But I'm going to be making more videos of these Lutri decks because I think they're underplayed. These decks are super fun and super powerful. Probably will never be above tier 2, obviously. Way too many powerful and bordering on broken things happening in Historic right now with all the Phoenix decks and stuff like that. I'll play some more fair interactive Magic too. More control decks. Try to find some better mid-range decks. Blue-black Rogues, while people hate it, is kind of a fair interactive control aggro deck that's kind of fun, so I might try that. But again, I need more. I'm gonna need more wild cards. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, peace.